Well, Wolfie, I hope you enjoyed your time at school today.
You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Ross the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, baby, we're going to talk about the 97-73 ass whooping that the Heels put on little bro, or in this case, our sons from Raleigh, about 14 miles away today, man. And I had a fantastic time at school today. I hope that you did as well. 97-73, Carolina outscored them 54-26 in the first half, and it was an absolute demolishment. That's not even a stinking word, from the absolute get-go. And I saw a lot of good things today. I really did, man. I've been complaining a lot about the coaching. I've been complaining a lot about the player buy-in. And I had my reservations because of the impact of the weather. The Dean Dome wasn't sold out because a lot of people didn't end up coming. They ended up having to, open it up to students, basically like free admission. And there was almost nobody in the upper bowl. I mean, they could have probably moved that thing to Carmichael and had a hard time selling it out. Who's thinking knows? But tremendous thinking job from this team from the onset. With all the different variables that were in play here, Carolina played their ass off, especially in the first half. And HD really did coach this team well and did some good things in this game, man. You have to give credit where credit is due. Jay Witt was big from the beginning. He knocked down 2 early 3-point shots. And then to see HD go, multiple continuous possessions where Carolina went to a full court press. They generated 2 straight turnovers with that press. And if I'm not mistaken, both of them ended up with points. So the defense to offense, the making the changes necessary to, not just sit back and allow the team to come to you, but you taking it to the team, man. Sometimes you just got to be aggressive, and I was extremely excited and happy to see HD go to the press early in the game. Now, obviously, we didn't press that much towards the latter stages of the game. We kind of held a real comfortable lead. I don't think it ever got less than 20, if I'm not mistaken. So there wasn't any real reason to continue to press. I know a lot of people were asking, what in the world are we doing? Why are we not pressing more? The score could have been worse. Carolina kind of took their foot off the gas in the second half, and they still scored 97 points, bro. So really good offensive game from this team, from the top down, man, from the top stinking down. So let's go over here and check out some stats. Carolina shot 57.4% from the floor. That is phenomenal. It's outstanding. They got a bunch of buckets around the stinking rim, and they shot 40% from 3. You are not going to argue about those numbers at all. State, though, shot 45.8% from the floor, and they started knocking down some open, uncontested threes later in the game, and they ended up finishing 33.3% from the field. Now, both teams, had about 10 turnovers, but Carolina out-rebounded the NC State Wolfpack by 19. They basically doubled them up on the glass. And one of my keys to the victory for Carolina was for them to limit second chance opportunities. Now, State still got a couple, but it wasn't to the tune of them being able to stay into this game. It's just not a very good offensive team. They're not, right? They struggle generating points. And, when Carolina plays good defense, and State has ended up, or they're able to get a rebound and get another shot of that thing, then obviously that drastically increases their opportunities to keep the game close. And Carolina did a really good job of really cleaning up the glass, to be completely honest with you, man. So that was a huge impact on the disparity in this game as far as the point spread. Carolina was a 10.5 point favorite, and they ended up winning about 24. And honestly, it probably could have been worse than that if they would have kept their daggone foot on the gas. So Carolina moves to 16-11, 9-6 in the conference, and that drops NC State to 10-16, 3-12 in the conference, and that completes the regular season sweep for the 2024-2025 season. So, like I said, even when Carolina is down, you know, they're almost never as down as the Wuffies, man. And this was an enjoyable game from the stinking jump, man. Carolina played really good defense in the first half. They scored at will in the first half, and then they just kind of coasted to victory at the end of the game. RJ Davis finished as the leading scorer with 21. He only shot 33.3% from the floor and only 1 of 8 from 3, but he was 8 for 8 from the free throw line, and he had 5 assists to only 1 turnover. Once again, man, RJ, he just does a better job of taking care of the ball, man. His assist to turnover ratio is much better than Elliot Cadeau's. Elliot finished with 8 points himself, but he had 6 assists to 4 turnovers. That's 1.3 to 1 turnover to assist ratio. They're not even in the same stinking league. And it's one of the problems with EC. He's just got to protect the basketball much better. And the offense just doesn't waste as many possessions when RJ is running the point. That's just the facts, okay? That's just the facts. Benal Lubin had a tremendous second half. I think he had 13, and I think all 13 were in the second half, and my man was catching them off the rim, and he was throwing them stinking down, bro. So that was fantastic to see. Benal Lubin, bro, has really played some good basketball here as of late, man. He's had a couple of really big daggum games, and it's just fantastic to see. I mean, he's not the biggest guy, but he's kind of starting a lot of times at that 5 position, and he's given us some damn good minutes, dude. And that's only going to benefit us going down the stinking road. Jay Witt had those early 2 threes. He finished with 8, had a pretty efficient game, and I'm really liking HD going to this bigger lineup, if you will, right? No more Smurf ball for large portions of the game. He's starting out with, you know, a little bit more size. And Carolina is just better, man. They're just better with a little bit more size. And that's kind of an understood use. So, Carolina playing with some passion, like putting their foot on the neck of NC State. And then you couple that with the lineup changes from HD, along with going to the trap. You know, I saw a lot of good things from top down. Now, NC State is not a good basketball team, but good basketball teams beat the brakes off of bad basketball teams. And I'm telling you right now, I really believe that this is what we should have been seeing, and we can see for the remainder of the year. And so, Carolina handled business a couple days ago. Carolina handled business tonight. And the next game is Saturday at 4 p.m. when they take on the Virginia Cavaliers. Another stinking big basketball game. So, once again, survive and advance. This was a little bit more of than surviving. This was an ass whooping, but you advance. Carolina moves to 16-11, 9-6 in conference. They are currently the number 6 seed if the ACC tournament started today. And, you know, just keep stacking wins, baby. Just keep stacking wins. So I appreciate everybody hanging out in the live chat, man. I had a great time. This was a very enjoyable game, obviously, with the way that it all played out. Shout out to my man Ryan Ivey for joining the Huddle Hooligans. You too can also be a Huddle Hooligan. Just find that daggone join button on the bottom. And I promise you, it is money well spent. But I appreciate everybody and the Tar Heel Huddle. It is a great day to be a Tar Heel. My daggone voice is about to go out because I'm under the weather. And I love you guys. And hey, 97-73 over Little Bro. Take that all day, baby. Go to Hell State, and we'll catch you on the next one.